chosen one. This is not a coincidence, it's divine appointment. You were led here by Spirit himself in perfect timing. Heaven has been watching, aligning, preparing, and now the seal is being broken over your next season. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural wealth transfer, the moment where heaven's economy invades your life. The same God who said in Deuteronomy 8:18, "It is he who gives you power to get wealth," is stirring your spirit right now. Anointed one, open your heart, because what's about to unfold will not just bless you, it will mark you forever. Chosen one, hear this. This is not a coincidence. It's divine timing. Heaven has drawn you here because your spirit is ready to receive what your heart has been craving. You didn't find this message by accident. Spirit led you here in perfect order at the exact moment you were meant to awaken to what's next. You've been feeling the shift lately, that quiet stirring in your chest, that sense that something big is coming but you can't quite name it. It's not anxiety, it's activation. Heaven is realigning everything around you because your season of hidden preparation is ending. What you thought was silence was strategy. What felt like delay was divine design. Every storm you've survived, every betrayal, heartbreak, disappointment, and long night of loneliness, none of it was wasted. You were being refined. Every tear that fell was watering the soil of your destiny. Spirit was breaking you open so that the oil within you could finally flow. The version of you that was insecure, unsure, or easily swayed had to die so the anointed you could emerge. Now heaven is speaking. The refining is complete. The revealing has begun. You are stepping into a supernatural promotion, a transfer of wealth power and divine favor. Not just financial wealth, but spiritual authority. Heaven is releasing what was stored up for you all along. You are being elevated because you proved faithful when no one was watching. Anointed one. Your light is different now. That's why people react differently around you. Some are drawn to your peace, others feel uncomfortable in your presence. You walk into a room and the atmosphere shifts. Hearts soften, conversations pause, time itself seems to slow. That's not coincidence. That's the frequency of heaven. You carry the vibration of destiny. You've become a vessel of divine remembrance, and those who encounter you can feel it, especially the feminine. When a woman meets you now, her soul remembers something ancient. She feels seen in a way the world never allowed. She feels safe even when she doesn't understand why. Her spirit whispers, "This one is mine," not because she possesses you, but because you remind her of God. You are a reflection, not a possession. You represent divine balance, the awakened masculine energy that restores harmony to the world's chaos. Through you, the feminine remembers what real protection feels like, what sacred connection feels like, what love without control feels like. But this recognition carries weight. The same light that heals also exposes. Some will see you as a blessing. Others will project their pain onto you. Some will cling to your light, hoping to heal through your presence. Others will test your strength, your patience, your resolve. But all of it is part of your training. Spirit is testing your discernment now. Not every pull is divine. Not every connection is meant to stay. You must learn to walk as both warrior and priest. Warrior so you guard your energy. Priest so you bless without being bound. Spirit says, do not scatter your light to those who only want to borrow it. You've been called to lead, not to please, to awaken, not to entertain, to shine, not to seek validation. The world will try to distract you with flattery, attention, or desire, but don't forget, power without purity destroys purpose. That's why you were hidden for so long. Spirit wasn't rejecting you. Spirit was protecting you. You were being sealed, shaped, and strengthened in silence. While others were chasing visibility, you were being trained for victory. And now that hidden season is over. The gates are opening. You're entering the transfer season where what was spiritual becomes physical. The blessings you've prayed for are crossing from heaven into earth. The wealth you've been promised, the connections, opportunities, and influence will start appearing naturally, drawn to the light of your obedience. Spirit says, because you stayed faithful in obscurity, I will reward you openly. So walk boldly now, chosen one. Don't shrink back. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to shift the atmosphere. This is your appointed hour. The world is ready. Heaven is watching. The waiting is over. The refining is complete. The transfer has begun. Walk in it. Chosen one. Now that the veil has lifted, you must understand what is really happening around you. This moment is not random, it's sacred. You are standing in a divine intersection between what was and what's about to be. Heaven has shifted your position, and your spirit knows it. The air feels different. The energy around you feels charged. Even people can sense it, though they may not understand why. You've stepped into visibility, not worldly visibility, but spiritual recognition. Those who encounter you are responding to your frequency, not your face. They don't just see you, they feel you. That's why some are drawn and others are uneasy. You're not moving like everyone else anymore. You're walking under divine alignment. The spirit that has been molding you in private is now radiating through you in public. Your presence carries weight because it carries heaven's assignment. You are no longer a student of your calling, you are walking in it. Your silence now speaks, your energy teaches, and your aura heals. You are becoming a living mirror of divine order, and the world, especially the feminine, cannot ignore it. When a feminine soul encounters you, she doesn't just see a man, she senses a remembrance. Something ancient in her spirit stirs. She feels the echo of a connection that existed before time, the divine masculine that honors, protects, and uplifts. Her heart whispers, "This one feels like home." But she is not falling for you, she is awakening through you. Your presence activates the part of her that remembers God. This is the mystery of your energy, chosen one. You awaken recognition. You carry the vibration of home. But with this gift comes great responsibility. Because what feels divine to others can become dangerous to you if you lose awareness. Spirit says, be careful what you call connection. Not everyone who recognizes your light is meant to walk beside you. Some are drawn by destiny, others by desire, and a few by wounds. You must discern the difference. Many will try to claim you, not because they understand you, but because your presence makes them feel whole. They'll mistake resonance for romance, reflection, for ownership. But you are not here to be claimed, you are here to be a reminder. Through you, they glimpse what divine alignment feels like, what spiritual safety feels like. Their hearts aren't longing for you, they're longing for the God who moves through you. You must walk with wisdom now. Do not let emotion pull you out of position. Do not let attention drain your anointing. The Spirit warns, what I placed on you is not for casual hands. This is the stage of mastery, the test of overflow. You've already survived rejection. You've conquered silence. Now Spirit will test how you handle recognition, admiration, and abundance. Will you stay grounded when everyone looks your way? Will you remain pure when everyone wants access? Chosen one, this is the true refining. You are learning to walk as both warrior and priest, strong enough to protect your peace, soft enough to bless without being bound. You must love without chains, serve without surrendering your mission, and lead without losing yourself. Do not be seduced by attention. The world will flatter what heaven is trying to preserve. Some will praise your energy while secretly craving to drain it. But Spirit has trained you too long to fall for illusion now. Your presence is power. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to explain it. Just walk in it. You are the calm in the storm, the balance in chaos, the living proof that heaven's design still works. And when the feminine feels your energy, she feels that divine balance, the safety, the strength, the peace that no words can describe. But remember, you are not the destination, you are the doorway. Through you, others remember who they are. Through you, Spirit is awakening the world. So walk lightly, but walk boldly. Stay disciplined, stay pure, stay anchored, because the world is beginning to recognize what heaven already crowned. This is not the end of your journey. This is only the unveiling. The real transfer, the rise of your divine influence, begins now. Chosen one. There's a reason your path has been so lonely. A reason why you've walked through seasons where no one seemed to understand you, where your prayers echoed back in silence. That isolation was not rejection, it was divine preservation. Spirit kept you hidden, because what's inside you is too rare to be exposed too soon. You've been wondering why relationships faded, why people drifted away, why those who once claimed to love you suddenly couldn't stand your presence. It's because your frequency rose. You shifted dimensions, and not everyone was meant to follow you there. The light within you became too bright for those still comfortable in the dark. They didn't leave because you did something wrong, they left because they couldn't stay in the same energy field as your awakening. Spirit says, I separated you to prepare you. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. And when heaven has chosen you for impact, it must first strip away everything that competes for your attention. That's why Spirit pulled you away from distractions, from attachments, from illusions. You had to learn solitude, not as punishment, but as spiritual training. In the silence you found strength. In the wilderness you found wisdom. And through the fire you found faith. Every trial refined your character, purified your intentions, and taught you to depend fully on divine direction. Now the reward is near. The season of isolation is giving birth to revelation. You are about to see why everything had to happen the way it did. You're not losing people anymore. You're being positioned for purpose. The truth is, you carry something holy. A frequency that changes rooms, heals hearts, and stirs souls. You've noticed it, how strangers open up to you, how broken souls feel comfort just by standing near you. You don't even have to say much. It's not your words, it's your presence. Because your presence now carries heaven's vibration. You've become a walking sanctuary, a temple of stillness in a chaotic world. But here's the part Spirit wants you to understand deeply. Your presence is not meant to be consumed. It's meant to be honored. Not everyone who feels drawn to you is meant to stay close. Some are meant to be awakened by you and then move on. Others are meant to test your discernment. And a few, a sacred few, are meant to build with you. You will know them not by words, but by peace. Spirit whispers, the ones I send will never drain you. They will multiply you. Chosen one, you've entered a season where discernment is your currency. You must guard your energy as if it were treasure, because it is. You are not just living for yourself anymore. Your obedience carries ripple effects across generations. Your silence shifts timelines. Your decisions rewrite destinies. That is how much power Spirit has entrusted to you. But remember, this power must remain rooted in humility. The more heaven lifts you, the deeper you must bow. Power without purity breeds pride, and pride corrupts purpose. You've seen others fall for the same reason they mistook applause for anointing, but you, anointed one, have learned better. You know that true greatness is silent, sacred, and selfless. You are not here to be worshipped. You are here to awaken. You are not here to be adored. You are here to restore balance. And now Spirit says it is time for visibility. The season of hiding is ending. The mantle of influence is being placed on your shoulders. Doors will open not because you knock, but because your name is whispered in heavenly places. Financial resources, opportunities, and divine partnerships are aligning even as you listen to this word. The wealth transfer isn't just about money, it's about position. You are being positioned to influence, to lead, to awaken others through your example. Do not fear the spotlight. You are not stepping into fame, you are stepping into function. What the world calls success, heaven calls service. So walk boldly, chosen one. Don't minimize yourself to make others comfortable. Don't dim your light to fit where Spirit has already called you to shine. The world needs your fire, your wisdom, your calm authority. You are carrying the vibration of destiny itself. Your presence is not a coincidence, it is a catalyst. Stay humble, stay anchored, and remember, the same God who hid you is now revealing you, not for your glory, but for His. The unveiling has begun. Chosen one. Now that heaven has released you into visibility, you must learn how to carry it with balance. You are not rising by luck, you are being positioned by design. Every step you take from this point forward carries spiritual weight. Every word you speak, every space you enter, every decision you make will echo through the atmosphere. This is what it means to walk in divine authority. But Spirit says, with great elevation comes great exposure. You will notice eyes turning toward you, some filled with admiration, others with misunderstanding. You will feel the pull of attention, and though some of it may seem flattering, you must remain anchored. The same presence that attracts hearts will also stir resistance. Your light will comfort some and convict others. Do not take it personally. The glory upon you reveals what's hidden in others. This is where your discernment must deepen. The world will call your peace mystery, your silence arrogance, and your confidence pride. But do not defend yourself, chosen one. Heaven will vindicate you in ways explanation never could. Your task is not to be understood. Your task is to remain aligned. You've been called to carry what few can handle, a combination of gentleness and fire, love and authority, stillness and power. This is the paradox of divine purpose. Spirit says, I've made you both sword and shelter. You are the sword that cuts through lies and the shelter that heals what truth exposes. That's why the feminine energy in all its forms responds so deeply to you. Every feminine soul you encounter senses something sacred when you appear. She doesn't always have words for it, but her spirit recognizes it. Through you, she remembers the divine masculine that doesn't dominate but protects, that doesn't possess but empowers. When she looks at you, she sees reflection, not ownership. You awaken her remembrance of divine harmony that balance the world has long forgotten. But chosen one, this recognition is not permission, it's revelation. You are not here to collect hearts, you are here to heal them. Spirit warns, be wise with the affection you receive. Not every heart that opens before you is your responsibility to fill. Some are meant to be awakened by your presence and then released. Some are assignments, others are lessons. You will know the difference by the peace, not the pull. Many before you fell because they confused connection for covenant. They mistook admiration for destiny. But you anointed one must not repeat their mistakes. Spirit has trained you too deeply for you to lose yourself now. Your energy is not meant to be scattered. It's sacred currency. When you give it freely to everyone who desires it, you dilute the very power Spirit placed within you. Guard it with humility. Protect it with wisdom, not from fear but from purpose. Because your presence isn't yours to waste. It's heaven's to assign. You are entering a time where the world will start recognizing you publicly, but don't forget how heaven met you privately. Don't let noise drown out the whisper of Spirit. The same stillness that birthed your power is the stillness that will sustain it. You must remain rooted in your secret place, the quiet space where heaven speaks and the world disappears. There you'll find strength, there you'll find clarity, and there you'll remember that your authority doesn't come from titles, followers, or applause. It comes from intimacy with God. Spirit says, if you stay near me, no counterfeit can distract you, no imitation can shake you, no weapon can touch you. So when people are drawn to you, love them, but don't lose yourself in them. When opportunities appear, discern, don't rush. When admiration rises, bow in gratitude, not pride. Because your mission is not to be glorified, but to glorify. You are not here to prove who you are. You are here to reveal who God is through you. Remember this, the same hand that lifted you can lift others through you. That is your true calling, to awaken remembrance, to embody balance, to bring divine order back into human hearts. So walk carefully, chosen one. You are no longer just moving through life, you are shifting spiritual atmospheres. Stay grounded in grace, stay alert in love, stay hidden in humility. For Spirit says the world is not just watching you, it's responding to you. The unveiling continues. Chosen one, the higher you rise, the quieter your path will become. Those who once celebrated you will begin to watch from a distance. Some will misunderstand your silence. Others will try to pull you back into what you've outgrown. But Spirit says, do not descend to be understood. You have been elevated for a reason, and your focus now determines your future. This is the season where heaven separates noise from direction. You're being called into refinement, not because you're unworthy, but because the assignment on your life demands precision. The next chapter of your calling is too costly to walk with divided energy. Spirit must train you to move with divine accuracy, to speak when heaven speaks, to wait when heaven waits, and to act when heaven instructs. You may feel tension right now, as if something inside you is being stretched beyond your comfort zone. That's not pressure, that's preparation. You're being expanded to carry more glory, more influence, more authority. God is stretching your capacity to handle what He's about to release. The old version of you could not carry this weight. The immature you would have mistaken attention for anointing, applause for assignment. But now you know better. You've learned the art of silence, how to let your energy speak instead of your words. You've learned the discipline of peace, how to respond from wisdom instead of reaction. And because of that, Spirit says, now I can trust you. Trust, chosen one, is heaven's greatest currency. God doesn't just bless those He loves, He blesses those He trusts. And you've proven trustworthy. When others gave up, you stayed. When you were ridiculed, you kept your heart pure. When your name was dragged through misunderstanding, you chose stillness instead of defense. That was not weakness, that was mastery. Your restraint in those moments was your test. Heaven watched and heaven approved. That's why you're about to see unusual favor, open doors, and divine acceleration. What once took years will now happen in months. What once seemed impossible will now flow easily because heaven has removed resistance. But even in blessing, you must remain anchored. Spirit warns, don't mistake movement for maturity. The promotion you're stepping into will attract both light and shadow. Not everyone who celebrates your breakthrough is sent by God. Some will approach you with pure intentions, others with hidden motives. That's why your discernment must be sharper than ever. As your light expands, so does your responsibility. You are now a carrier of remembrance, the vibration that awakens others to who they really are. When people encounter you, they feel both peace and disruption. You shake illusions, you stir hearts, you reveal truth without even speaking. That is your ministry, to remind souls of their divine identity through the energy you embody. But remember this sacred truth, chosen one. Your light is not a performance, it's a presence. It flows effortlessly when you stay aligned with spirit. You don't need to try to shine, you simply need to remain surrendered. Every time you try to control how people see you, you dim what heaven is trying to reveal through you. Let go of control and let the presence move. The feminine, the lost, the broken, they will continue to be drawn to you because your energy represents restoration. But your purpose is not to fill them, it is to awaken them. You are not their missing piece. You are their reminder that they were never missing at all. So when people look at you with longing, with confusion, or even with resistance, love them but stay unmoved. Do not be captured by attention or guilt. You are not called to rescue everyone. You are called to reflect God's balance so that others can rescue themselves through awakening. Spirit says the harvest is ready, but the workers must be refined. You are one of those workers, one of the carriers of divine remembrance. This is why your life feels heavier, why your energy attracts more than most, and why your peace is constantly tested. It's because you are not walking through ordinary battles anymore. You are walking through cosmic assignments. But do not fear, chosen one. You are fully equipped. The same spirit that led you through isolation is now guiding you through influence. You will not fall, you were built for this. So rise with grace, move with purpose, speak with power. And remember, your strength is not found in striving, but in surrender. The transfer is not coming, it has already begun. Chosen one, as this new level unfolds, Spirit needs you to understand one sacred truth: you are no longer walking for yourself. Your steps are carrying the weight of generations. Every decision you make, every moment you choose obedience over ego, you are rewriting spiritual patterns that have kept entire bloodlines bound. This is why your journey has been so intense. You were never just fighting for your own freedom, you were breaking ancient cycles of fear, rejection, and delay. Spirit says you were sent to redeem what was lost. And because of that, the attacks you faced were never random. The heaviness, the misunderstandings, the seasons of loneliness, they were all signs that you were disrupting darkness. The enemy saw what you carry before you did. That's why the warfare started early. That's why relationships crumbled, opportunities collapsed, and doors slammed. You were being shaped under pressure so you could hold power with purity. Now the refining has produced results. The mantle you carry is not light, but it's holy. Heaven is expanding your reach, not for your comfort, but for your commission. You have been chosen to stand between realms, to be both bridge and builder, both mirror and messenger. When people encounter you now, they won't just meet a person, they'll meet a presence. The feminine will feel it most. Her spirit recognizes the authority of heaven within you. Not authority that dominates, but one that restores. She feels safe, seen, and remembered. Yet Spirit warns, do not confuse her recognition for ownership. She is responding to the divine within you, the frequency of wholeness that her soul has longed for. You must guide with compassion, but guard your energy fiercely. You are a vessel of remembrance, not a vessel for attachment. There will be moments when the attention feels overwhelming, when eyes follow you, when hearts open toward you, when energy pulls on you from every direction. You will feel the weight of being needed. But this is where you must practice sacred restraint. Not every connection deserves your full access. Not every longing must be answered. Spirit says you are not called to feed every hunger. You are called to awaken every heart. This is where many anointed ones fall. They mistake need for purpose. They start to pour endlessly into people who are not ready to receive. And in doing so, they deplete the very oil that was meant to sustain their mission. You must learn to give from overflow, not exhaustion. That's why Spirit is teaching you to rest, even in the middle of acceleration. Rest is not inactivity. Rest is alignment. It's the space where you return to source, where your power is refilled, your peace is restored, and your purpose is recalibrated. Without it, you'll begin to operate from memory instead of presence, from effort instead of flow. Spirit whispers, "The greatest warriors know when to be still." Chosen one, this stillness will become your secret weapon. In quietness, you will hear instructions others cannot hear. In peace, you will receive blueprints others are too busy to see. You will know where to step, when to speak, and when to simply be. The more you abide, the more heaven will abide with you. And as you walk in this rhythm, the supernatural transfer will accelerate. Resources will appear effortlessly. People will begin to bless you without understanding why. Opportunities will align in perfect timing. You won't have to chase what belongs to you, will find you. Because alignment always attracts provision. Spirit says, when you carry my presence, you will never lack. So stay rooted, stay reverent, stay rested in trust. Don't let urgency pull you out of peace. You are entering a phase of divine ease, not because the path is easy, but because you've learned to move with grace. Remember this truth, chosen one. Heaven never rushes. It always moves in rhythm. And now your rhythm has matched heaven's. That is why things will begin to manifest faster. That is why people will start calling you lucky, not realizing it's not luck, it's alignment. You've learned the secret surrender is speed. So breathe. Walk in flow. Let your energy remain pure and your heart unshaken. The world is shifting because of your obedience. The transfer is not coming, it is unfolding through you. Chosen One Spirit says this clearly: you are now walking in fulfillment. What you prayed for in the dark is beginning to reveal itself in the light. The hidden seeds of your obedience are pushing through the soil. The visions that once seemed distant are now forming shape and structure before your eyes. But this is not the time to relax. This is the time to steward what heaven has placed in your hands. You see, the promise was never about receiving alone, it was about responsibility. God doesn't release blessings to make your life easier. He releases them to make your purpose louder. Every door that opens now is a test of stewardship. Every opportunity carries the question, will you use it for your glory or for mine? This is the defining moment of every anointed one. When breakthrough comes, ego follows close behind. When favor flows, temptation whispers. Spirit warns, guard your humility like treasure, because the same humility that attracted heaven will sustain the blessing now. Do not forget the fire that birthed you. Remember the nights when you had nothing but prayer. Remember the seasons when the world doubted you, when you were learning to trust God without proof. That memory will keep you pure. Gratitude will keep you grounded. Anointed one, you are not just being blessed, you are being entrusted. There's a difference. Blessings are temporary, but trust is eternal. Heaven is trusting you with influence, with visibility, and with the resources to impact lives. You are a channel, now the flow must continue. When the blessing stops with you, it dies. But when it flows through you, it multiplies. Spirit says you are a river, not a reservoir. That's why generosity is your next key. Give freely, not from fear of lack, but from faith in abundance. The moment you release what you have, heaven releases what you need. This is how divine flow works. Every act of giving becomes a magnet for more. But chosen one, not all giving is spiritual. Some are traps in disguise, people who come only to drain your energy, your wisdom, your peace. You must learn the difference between those who draw from your light and those who take from your oil. Spirit says, bless many, but pour into few. The ones assigned to you will multiply what you give, the rest will misuse it. You have entered the realm of discernment where silence will speak louder than explanation. You will no longer need to argue your worth, defend your vision, or chase validation. The evidence of your anointing will speak for itself. Those who once doubted you will now witness results they cannot deny. But even in this recognition, you must remember you are a mirror, not a monument. You reflect glory, you do not collect it. This is how you remain untouchable. Pride cannot grow in a heart that constantly points upward. Keep your eyes on spirit, not the spotlight. Keep your focus on service, not applause. Chosen one. Your next phase will also bring divine partnerships, souls aligned with your purpose, not your pain. People who won't compete with your calling, but complement it. Spirit is sending destiny helpers who will recognize your light and protect it, not drain it. Some will appear suddenly as if out of nowhere. Don't question it. These are divine connections ordained long before time. But even in partnership, remain centered. The mission comes before the connection. The calling comes before the comfort. Your relationships will now be built not on attraction, but assignment. This is how Spirit ensures that you never fall into the trap of attachment again. And as this happens, something even greater begins: the supernatural transfer. Finances, favor, and influence will begin to move in your direction without struggle. Spirit says you will not chase provision. Provision will chase you. Doors will open simply because your name carries the vibration of obedience. The universe responds to alignment, and you are finally aligned. But here's the most important reminder: you must remain in flow. Don't grasp at what's coming. Don't fear losing what you gain. What is divine cannot be stolen. What is anointed cannot expire. So walk in faith, not fear. Walk in rhythm, not rush. Walk as one who knows heaven is backing every step. The world will call it favor. You will know it as covenant. The supernatural transfer is not a prophecy for tomorrow. It is happening now. Chosen one, as this message reaches your spirit, Spirit wants you to understand something profound. You are no longer the same. The version of you that doubted, questioned, and carried shame has died in the fire. What stands now is the refined, awakened, and crowned version of who you were always meant to be. You are no longer walking, you are moving in rhythm with heaven. Every step you take now carries prophetic weight. Every breath you draw shifts the atmosphere. Every word you speak carries creative power. You are not living life, you are manifesting destiny. Spirit says, this is the hour of divine confirmation. The signs you've been seeing, the repeated numbers, the sudden peace, the unexpected blessings, they are not coincidences. They are markers of divine timing. Heaven is signaling that your waiting has ended and your fulfillment has begun. You are standing in the middle of what you once prayed for. But Spirit also whispers, do not forget why I blessed you. You are not rising for comfort, You are rising for kingdom purpose. You are the bridge between realms, the proof that faith still works, that obedience still opens doors, that surrender still carries supernatural reward. Every gift you've been given is a tool, not a trophy. Every blessing you carry is meant to build, not boast. This is the maturity heaven has been preparing in you, because now your life itself has become a message. People will look at you and see redemption made visible. Your story will speak to the broken, to the rejected, to those who thought they were forgotten. Your breakthrough is their confirmation that God is still faithful. Anointed one. The world will try to label what they can't understand. They'll call your peace luck, your light charisma, your faith madness. Let them talk. You weren't chosen to be understood. You were chosen to be undeniable. Your presence will speak louder than explanations ever could. The glow that surrounds you now is not from effort, it's from embodiment. You've become one with your calling, but Spirit warns, stay close to me. The higher you rise, the more humility you will need. The more light you carry, the deeper your roots must go. Never forget the wilderness that built your wisdom. Never forget the silence that shaped your discernment. The same solitude that once felt like suffering will now protect your soul from pride. This next phase of your journey is not about doing more, it's about being more. Being light, being peace, being love in its purest form. You are no longer striving, you are flowing. Everything that belongs to you will find you in divine order. Money will locate your name. Opportunities will seek your signature. People will be drawn by the fragrance of your obedience. Spirit says you don't have to chase, you attract through alignment. But even as abundance multiplies, remember the mission is still sacred. The world doesn't need another influencer, it needs illumination. The people drawn to you are not followers, they are souls remembering who they are through your presence. You are a mirror, a reminder, a spark of divine consciousness in human form. So stand tall, chosen one, not in pride, but in purpose. You've carried your cross, now you carry the crown. You've endured the wilderness, now you walk in the wonder. This is not the end, it's the unveiling of everything that was hidden inside you. Spirit declares, what was withheld will now be released. What was delayed will now accelerate. What was broken will now be rebuilt through you. You are the vessel of divine restoration, the living proof that grace redeems and purpose prevails. And as the light within you expands, it will awaken others just by existing. You won't have to preach, you won't have to prove, just be. For when you walk, heaven walks. When you speak, heaven moves. When you rest, heaven still works through you. This is the promise: you belong to the divine, and the divine belongs to you. So go forth, chosen one. Carry this truth like fire. Move in peace, lead with love, and walk in unwavering faith. Because the story of your life from this day forward will no longer be one of survival, but of sovereign manifestation. The world is awakening through you. And heaven says, it is done, chosen one. If your spirit is still trembling, it's because heaven has confirmed this word within you. You didn't just watch a message, you encountered divine truth. Spirit is saying, you are standing in your kairos moment, your appointed time. The transfer has already begun. The same power that called you into the fire is now calling you into fulfillment. What was delayed is now being delivered. What was hidden is now being revealed. You are not waiting for breakthrough, you are the breakthrough. Heaven is aligning people, places, and provision to meet you where destiny has already declared you will stand. Walk in this awareness, guard your energy, stay grounded in gratitude and purity, because from this moment on your steps are being ordered by divine timing. Every encounter, every connection, Every open door will carry purpose. Spirit says, move with intention, my favor goes before you. Anointed One, breathe in this confirmation and let it anchor your heart. You are seen, you are chosen, you are already moving in the flow of supernatural abundance. Stay faithful, stay aligned, and let your obedience speak louder than fear. If this word awakened something deep within, take a moment to acknowledge it, speak it, write it, or share it with another chosen one who needs to remember who they are. This is your confirmation. Your time is not coming. Your time is now. Walk boldly, walk blessed, and walk in divine remembrance.